just type your question in the Q&A field, and we'll try to answer those questions during the session together with our friends at Huddly. And last thing, sorry, this side here, there's a QR code where you can register for a free ticket to the ISE show taking place in May, where you can see us at Maverick, but also Huddly, of course. So welcome to Barcelona in May. I would like to hand over the word to Eirik Espensen then to kick this show off.
To kick this show off, thank you, Thomas. For those who don't know me, my name is Eirik Espensen. I'm the Channel and Distributor Director for Huddly for EMEA. I handle all the distributors in the Nordics and also the rest of Europe, but I'm also a former colleague of Thomas and the Maverick team. I'm joined together with my good friend Johan Smidebrandt, who is the Regional Sales Director for the Nordics, and also Øyvind Bjørnstad, who is the Product Manager here at Huddly, and is responsible for, if there are any technical questions moving forward. I shall start sharing my presentation now. Let's see. There we go. See if we can get this working. So, as I mentioned, Øyvind Bjørnstad over here will help me do some demos afterwards. My name is Eirik Espensen. As I said, you find us all on LinkedIn if you need to connect with us and help with getting to know our cameras and our portfolios. The agenda I've set up today is to talk a little bit about Huddly, who we are, where we come from, a little bit about our products, and we're also going to do some live demo test of the Huddly Canvas, and hopefully we'll get a stable version of the gallery view demo here today. We're still on a beta on this one, but let's see how it works, and then we'll talk a little bit about what Thomas also mentioned about ISE 2022. So for those people who don't know Huddly, Huddly was founded in Norway back in 2013 with engineers, salespeople, and brainiacs coming all the way from the good old Tandberg and the Cisco days. Tandberg is a Norwegian video company that was acquired by Cisco back in 2010. And then we jumped off ship to create Huddly because we wanted to create some solution that can be used across platforms instead of being tied up to one solution at all. So when we started the journey, we didn't have any products at all. We launched our first product the concept of the product back in 2016 with the Huddly Go. Our first customer on that particular camera was actually NEC, as you may know, is one of the biggest vendors in the market on LCD projectors and also interactive screens. So they purchased the Huddly Go, installed it together with their Infinity board, together with some Norwegian speakers, and we also released the kit over to the market, which the first camera. So this is a 720p camera. The nice thing about this camera, it does have a 150 degrees wide field of view, 120 degrees diagonal, and horizontally 150 degrees, as you see maybe from the IQ we are using at the meeting room table here today. So this is a plug and play solution, no hocus pocus. It works on everything from home offices, huddle rooms, small meeting rooms, and all the major platforms, including the good old Cisco as well. Then we released our first AI-powered collaboration camera, the Huddly IQ, which I do guess some of you are familiar with. It comes in two different versions, one with a microphone and one without a microphone. So it is AI-powered camera with the Intel Movius processor. It does feature some AI technology from us that is developed here in Oslo. That is the Genius framing. So instead of having to have a small meeting room or a little bit larger meeting room with a remote controlled camera, we removed the options for camera and using the Genius framing to our cameras, as you see on also displayed on the L1, which you see our live feed from. This is also for the home office because of the small form factor. We also use it for meeting rooms from 1 to 2 people and up to 8 to 10 people. And it is only powered by a USB-C cable in the back. Certified also for Teams and for Zoom. The Genius framing works like this. It detects people, it recognizes the faces of it, and smoothly zooms in on them and frames them correctly in the meeting room environment. And it also adjusts, so if I move from the L1, which also includes the Genius framing, it will take about 3 to 5 seconds, and then the camera automatically will zoom in on Øyvind here in the meeting room environment. So this is how it works. No remote control. I did not press any buttons in the back. It's done automatically. We do have some AI functions also included on the camera, because when you plug in a Huddly camera, you're not supposed to install any drivers, because that is everything of the firmware is actually based on the camera itself. But also using our Insights API, you can actually include it into your monitoring system. You can get the information out from the camera on how many people are in the room, how much the room gets used, and whether it's free or occupied. One of the things that is great about the IQ, it does deliver 2 individual data streams. Like, one is what the camera actually sees, what you see on the top frame, and on the bottom frame you see the white people, the white square. That is what actually is presented at the other end. So as you see me and Øyvind here on the Huddly L1 picture, this is what you see at the end, but the camera sees the complete set of the room and uses the AI within to get everybody into frame. I will show you a little bit later on. The L1 that we're using now is the collaboration camera for larger meeting rooms, up to 18 to 20 people. It is high resolution, so it's a 6K sensor. It does not provide a 6K image because none of the platform is working with that kind of bandwidth right now. So you're getting are you using an MTR system or a Zoom room system, you will get a 720p or a 1080, depending on the bandwidth you are getting. The good thing about this, it is no USB in the back of the camera. Everything is powered with a single Ethernet cable, which gives you more reliable and flexible installation, and also in regards to cable length. And it's also included a wall and shelf mount, so you can either screw it up to the wall or place it on top of your screen. 3 weeks ago, we launched the Huddly S1. Has the same form factor as the L1, but it's the technology and the optics of the IQ. But it does have some other feature that the IQ doesn't provide. And that is the speaker framing. That is going to be the whole new AI technology provided from Huddly locally here in Norway. I'll show you a little bit about the speaker framing.
Hi, I'm Bendik. My team and I are here to demo our new smart feature, speaker framing. We designed speaker framing to make you feel included and engaged in video meetings. Here's how it works. Huddly S1 gets input from the image sensor and directional microphones. Using AI, the camera then analyzes that information to determine people's position in the meeting room and frame the conversation. Speaker framing puts the focus on the person talking, in this case me, while at the same time never losing the overview. It cuts to the other people in the room in a way that resembles how you would naturally look around when you're in a meeting. If something unexpected happens, like if someone walks in, speaker framing adapts. This way, remote participants know what's going on in the room and feel a part of the conversation.
Just feel free to ask questions about this in the chat or the Q&A, and we will answer them as we go. The S1 is also included with the APIs. That is the people counting, the room usage as well. And also it is the second camera, which is based out of our network camera platform. So the Go and the IQ are based on USB directly into the camera. The L1 and the S1 is network-based camera platform, which enables you to, it's built for scale and sustainability for the future. We reckon the L1 is more adaptable for the medium to large room areas, up to 20 people, whereas the S1 is more to the small and medium rooms camera from 4 to 8 people. It is smarter, it is more powerful, and is, as I mentioned, built for scale, which does the installation more flexible just with the Ethernet connection. We got some recommended room sizes for you. As you see on the L1, we do have a 92 degrees field of view. So we recommend these into the larger room like this one we have here. This is our new demo facilities, and also for medium rooms. And then you have the medium rooms also where you can use the S1 where if you want to have the table closer to the screens. As I mentioned, it is the PoE on the camera. It's just one Cat cable in the back, either Cat 5e, Cat 6 or Cat 7, up to 100 meters in length. It does have a PoE adapter, USB to PoE adapter, which you connect under the table or behind the screen, depending on your installation. And then from this, the PoE adapter, you place the power supply, and you have the USB-C connector as of now. And it's the first of its kind to transfer power and video data through Ethernet to the camera. And it connects the L1 or the S1 to the meeting room computer via the USB-C or a USB-A cable. Connects like any other camera, same way. And everything is included in the box when it ships from Huddly. I know that Tech Data, the Maverick team, does have the L1 in stock. We'll start shipping the S1 in June this year. And as I mentioned, everything will be included. There's also an option for buying a Visa mount if you want to have it installed on a trolley, or if you have some difficulties drilling if it's a glass wall or something. So those were the in front of room cameras we do supply. There are the four of them. It's the Go, the IQ, the L1 and the S1, but we also have the canvas. The Huddly canvas is also, as you see on the size of it, is also an IQ, but since Huddly is a software company, we have removed the IQ software on the unit and installed it with a canvas software. So it is a certified Microsoft content camera and is recognized as a whiteboard camera or a content camera in both Zoom rooms and team rooms. So I can quickly go and demonstrate that now. I go over to my MTR, press the share content or camera. Okay, I have to stop sharing first. So stop sharing. And then I'll press the content camera and I start sharing. And here is the whiteboard, actually you see down here. So I can go over to my whiteboard now, pick up a pen and start writing. The fun part is that, it's easy to do the standard black on white content, but if I'm starting to write with a different color, It uses the AI technology within the camera to give you the right color and easily showcase this in your Zoom or Teams meeting. So this is something that should be a standardized accessory or options to all MTR rooms or Zoom rooms that has been offered to, both as you as resellers out there, but also to your end customers. If they want to have some good solution, you need a good camera, but they also have a whiteboard in the room. This is an easy upsell for you to get some more revenue. MTR solution here, stop sharing. Done. And we're back, or Øyvind is back with a smile. And then I can continue sharing the presentation over here. So just feel free to ask questions along the way.
Eirik,
yes.
Eirik, we have a question actually. This is a technical question. What coding is sent over the Ethernet extending? If we have an answer of that, if you understand the question.
What coding is sent over the Ethernet extending?
It's standard RTSP.
RTSP. Did that answer your question? Hopefully.
Yep.
Yes. Yes, it did. Yes, we got the yes here. So hopefully this is good. We started working on the Huddly cameras quite some time ago. That's what we got us into the ideas of transferring everything on Ethernet as well. As you see, here, this is a standard meeting room where you have one of our good colleagues presenting. It's an Ethernet on the top of the adapter here. You've got the IQ camera, the USB, and then you've got the extender up here. Goes away all the way to the other side behind here, where you have the MTR system, and then a camera, and then it's plug and play. Easy setup and easy installations. Oh, did we jump all the way back? Yes, we did. Just give me 2 seconds. There we go. The last camera in our portfolio is actually the Huddly One. It is also, as you see on the form factor, it's an IQ, but we removed several of the AI features like the room occupancy and all the AI technology within, but we gave it some features like the portrait lighting and also desktop framing. So this is what we call the work from anywhere kit. It's delivered in these gray pouch, as you see here on the image. That means you can, plug it in everywhere you go. I use it for travel. I use it for my desktop at the office. I'm using it at the airport, and I'm also will be using it when I'm going down to ISC in Barcelona. So I can use my headset for the noise cancellation and using a high image quality of video stream as well. So this is certified also for Teams and also works on every other platform. The desktop framing, as you see, works like this. You come into the room, you plug it in, and it will automatically use the AI technology to adjust the brightness to make sure that your face is well lit and all your facial expression are clearly visible. It does have dual data stream, because that is something that we do very good. So it does have desktop framing. So instead of having the Genius framing where you move back and forward and the camera will respond, is more locked down to a desktop. You can still use the Huddly app. You can go into huddly.com/app and download our small application, which are actually created on our open APIs, which also are featured on our website. And these are more best suited for these one person or home office scenarios use installations. So that was the product presentation. We still have some small demo of the gallery view shortly, but also I wanted to talk to you about ISE. Huddly is, as we mentioned, a Norwegian company, a Norwegian software company. So for the first time this year, we will have our own booth at ISE, right next to Google and Lenovo and Nureva, some of our partners in the channel as well. So please come and visit us. We are ready to give you live demos, both on everything you've seen here, but also you can book in time slots for demos of the active speaker framing. We mentioned the gallery view. Most people, Microsoft is talking loads about the Microsoft front row features. And this is the same, but it's our solution. It's more agnostic solution because it works on all platforms. So the gallery view allows the camera itself to split up the image. First up, it's for 2 people in the room. No, and the phase 2 will be for 3, and phase 4 will be for 4 people in the room. But we have started to test now on the beta version we have here. Me and Øyvind does have the IQ set up here. So if Thomas, if you can pin the IQ image, let's see if we can get this working. I'll open my Huddly application to find my beta on gallery view. As I mentioned, this is only a beta version as of now, but as soon as I enable the gallery view feature, beta on my internal unit, it splits the image into 2, and it monitors and follows me. Also in the same way it follows Øyvind on the other side as well. So this hopefully will have some updates on the the official release candidate in a short time, but we are open to do demos to you as a resellers out there, and also to your customer if they are asking for demos on this feature. And please, bring all your questions forward if you like. Back together again at the gallery view, and it's an easy swap to go back and forward. And let's see, share screen again. Here's the there we go. What happened now? Oh, beginners problem, demo ghosts. Okay. So this will be more demonstrated also on at ISE if you'd like to come visit us, or else you can talk to myself or to Johan. We can help you do a demo on this, or also talk to your local Maverick representative, and then we can help you set up a demo if you're a little shy. So the speaker framing that we will be showcasing will also be available on the booth at ISE. We do have the S1 with speaker framing is available for order now. I noticed that the unit is already on the website for Tech Data, and it will ship to Tech Data in June this year. And the L1, if you've already purchased an L1 and have that installed at a client's office or your own office, it will receive the speaker framing through a software update also in Q2. And also we'll be showcasing some new ways to access the meeting room analytics on the key platforms, where you can get through the metadata for the solutions that is developed by our partners, Crestron, Zoom, and also moving along Teams as well. And that's it. That's the big hocus pocus and the news from my side. So yes.
Great, thank you very much, guys. Let's see, I'm adding myself here to the screen as well. Good. Yes, there was a question here. It was already answered actually. Okay, you1 is actually answering. It was a question here. When is L1 coming out with drivers so it can be used in a bring your own device room?
We are working on a stable release candidate for that as we speak. I do not have the latest time frame yet, but we're hoping that will be shortly, that it will be driverless. We're also waiting for the support for Mac, the Mac support as well. And those two are quite linked. So just keep watching these channels moving along forward, and hopefully everything is up and running, knock on wood and all of that, up and running for IC. That's what I'm pushing my development team to do. But let's see if they don't, get all these, quirks and bugs out of the way, and then everything will be up and running.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Thank you very much, guys, for the presentation and the demo. I also would like to mention that we actually at the moment during March have a promotion on the IQ camera from Maverick. So dive into In Touch or contact one of our guys in the Nordic team. So we'll help you with that. And last thing, this one. Here it is, the QR code. You can scan that one, register for a free ticket to the IC show between the 10th and the 13th of May. So yeah, I think that was it then.
I think that was it, unless there's any other questions. Everything looks open and answered as well. So thank you for having us. Thank you, Thomas, and the rest of the Maverick team. It's nice to see you guys again. I'll be joining Johan over to Sweden shortly to meet you guys over there, and also me and Johan will both visit the Danish team and the Finnish team, and I also know that the Norwegian team is joining me for lunch next week again.
Perfect.
So that's good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.